What kind of Muslim? I'm a Sunni. Like never. I was born in Egypt. I grew up there. I happen to be a Muslim here. Sees the beauty of God's creation. The Jewish people, people speak different tongues and different colors. So
you include she, but you like everybody. Thank you very much.
I wanted to ask. Then you're going to continue if you're continuing the Shias and any other kind of movements.
there are certain differences. The main difference between Sunnis and Shias is that Sunnis believe that the rulership of the Islamic Ummah can rest with anybody, even if they are not part of the lineage of Prophet Muhammad, even if they're not the sons or the grandsons of his daughter Fatima. In the Shia tradition, they think that it should be a descendant of Prophet Muhammad that rules over the Muslims, a physical descendant. That's the difference between the two.
Each other, or would they hate each other?
Well, it's politics. It's really politics. It's like I said in my lecture. The minute I say I'm better than you, it's political. It has nothing to do with religion. The minute I say we're all the same, we're all created the same, we're all created equal, that's a religious religious state, not a political state. So Shia and Sunni is a political statement, not a religious state. But they use religion to feed that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
From the point of view of the Muslims, is there a chance for a Jewish temple in Al-Aqsa, near Al-Aqsa?
Yeah. No. From the point of view of the Muslims, you can build your third temple, but not on the Haram Sharif, not on the Temple Mount. Build it somewhere else. If you come close to, because the thing is, if you demolish that, you're gonna have a lot of problems with not me, not 1 billion people are gonna be up in arms if you do that. But let me tell you something. There are some people that are whispering in your ears, go do this, you gotta do this, you were meant to do this. Those people are no more than satanic influenced ideologies that want to have Muslims go up in arms and come and kill you. So please avoid that. And this is not a threat. This is the reality I'm living in. I can't tell you anything else. I can't say, oh, it's okay, go ahead and replace the masjid and build the temple, because the thing is, and you can't have both on the Temple Mount.
Why?
We can't have both.
Geographically, you can.
Geographically, you can, but the people who are calling for the temple to be built, in their mind, you can't have both.
I
What
know
do
many.
you want for the future? When there will be a peace between all the
If there is
Jews and
peace, no, okay, let me paraphrase.
I'm back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm taking my kids to the house. I'm back in 5 minutes to drive wherever we have to go.
Thank you. Yeah, please. So let me tell you, if you get Muslim scholars to reason with you, and you seek their permission, then you might be able to build a temple on the Temple Mount in a place where they approve. But if you try to take it by force, like in their mind, you've already taken this land by force. In their mind, okay? You might say, no, I didn't take it by force, they left and all that. No. In their mind, you're already an occupier of a land. Now, as you become an occupier of a place of worship, it gets worse. And that's the part I'd really like to, share with you.
And I have another question. Did the Arab people gave up on the pan-Arabic vision?
Did they? No, the vision is still in their back mind, but they are putting it on hold for right now.
Well,
Thank you.
in the Hadith written, won't be late the hour till the Muslims will fight the Jews and kill them, till the Jews will hide behind trees and stones, and then with the trees and stones will say, "O Muslims, son of Allah, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the Muslim, not son of Allah, but Abdullah, which
Yeah.
is servant of Allah.
I-
Okay.
well, sure,
Okay,
how to
so
say
so
that.
this is the hadith of the stone and the tree.
Yeah.
It's a famous hadith, and some ulama took that hadith and interpreted to say that okay, the Jews are going to try to demolish the masjid, and the Jews are going to try to replace the masjid with the third temple, and therefore we should be fighting them. We should declare jihad. They're going to declare jihad. And if they don't declare jihad in one generation, they're going to declare that in the following generation. So basically, you're going to be building something that's going to be demolished in a couple of generations. It's not going to last, because Islam is the only religion that perfected the industry of death. You understand? You can perfect industry of rocket science. You can perfect the industry of going to the moon or making cars. But they have perfected the industry of giving up their life. So if they have enough reasons to think that they should give up their life, they will do it. And they will do it in a harmful way, because they will say, okay, we'll take those kufar with us. Because they just demolished our place of worship. They just demolished our masjid. The best way to handle the third temple mount, the third temple, that I know many of you pray for and all that, is to have a committee of... Huh?
All of us. Let me have us, all of us.
Okay.
But it's written it have to happen. It's
Okay, well, if it has to happen, then bloodshed will happen. I mean, you're demolishing something that people value. That people value.
Well, we don't say that it has to happen through violence, though. We pray for it, but we
Okay.
don't say that it has to happen
Yeah.
through violence.
Yeah, if it happens through peaceful means, wonderful. But why that particular spot? Why not build it on the Olive, on the Mount of Olive, for example?
There's a lot of
That's like
reasons.
saying, why do you want yours?
Yeah,
push
there is
it
a lot of
into your
reasons.
spot.
No. There's an existing structure there now. That structure has been there for hundreds of years. It was not built. You are the ones who are coming to us here.
No, but you
We are not the ones.
Rebuild, not
First
I mean, to
and
rebuild, the
second
first two
temple.
temples were there.
What's that?
Historically, the first two temples were there. That's not fair.
Yeah, but that was thousands of years ago. We never see them. You came in 1948 here. You actually came to the Temple Mount in 1967. Okay? All I'm saying is, take it by force and see what happens.
I didn't say-
If you disagree with me.
I didn't say take it by force.
No, I
Okay.
think just like you
So-
said in the
We never
beginning, that
said
we
that.
have to understand each other, I think it's important to understand the perspective that the Jewish people have on the
You are.
temple.
Let me tell you something. You know who's the devil in the room?
Who is the what?
The devil in the room? Christian Zionism. Christian Zionism is telling you, we are behind you. Go and do this. Evangelical Christianity is saying, go and do this.
Go
Because
and
when
do
you
what?
build the temple,
Rebuild the temple.
yeah, build the third temple or rebuild the temple, whatever it is. They're saying do this. Why are they saying that?
Why are they?
Do they love you so much?
Do they believe in the Old Testament?
Well, why are
They
they?
believe in Gog and Magog.
You have to read their theology. You have to understand and read their theology to see why they're pushing you to do this. They're willing to give you money. They're willing to give you weapons. They're willing to give you veto power to do this. And to do this because, not so much because they love the Jewish people. To do this because they want you to get into, first of all, they want Jesus Christ to come back. Because their theology says, when you do this, Jesus Christ will appear. And when Jesus Christ appears, what's going to happen? All of you will be killed or convert to Christianity. That's their theology. You have to read their theology.
But,
evangelistic.
but I think it's important to see
That's
that-
what they say. That's what they write.
But our claim or our willingness or our desire to go back or to have a third temple predates evangelical Christianity by thousands of years, right? So
Yeah, but
I think it's just important. My point here is not the war and it's not the violence towards it. My point here is the understanding of where we are coming from. The understanding that we had two
that
temples.
understanding has to be communicated properly, or many of you will be killed. Do you want your children to die on this?
Why do you keep saying this
We are
to
not
me? I'm
talking in
saying
this way.
Why are you keep
We're talking in
telling me?
peace.
I want
We're
to
talking
say
like,
something.
I don't
Do
know
you
what
want your
you're
children
Yeah.
to die because of this? No. If the price of building
Yes,
temples for
yes.
your children to die,
Yes.
Because the Muslims want their children to die for this.
But they do kill themselves.
I want to go.
A lot
I want to
of
go.
ways. The Muslims.
Yeah,
I want to go 2 steps back. I've been in the Temple Mountain,
yeah.
and you can see on Temple Mountain the Muslims are digging for antiques to burn them and to destroy every evidence we had the temple before them. And I
What
think
evidence do you have that the Muslims are digging under Temple Mount?
they're digging for antiques.
Do you have like, is there a written article about that? Is there some, you saw it?
I
Are you a
saw it.
witness?
There's
next to
testimony.
I thought that you are the ones who are excavating under the Temple Mount.
No, we're
We're
not
not allowed
allowed
on
to.
Temple Mount.
Not under Temple Mount. They were
We're
still
not allowed to
excavating.
dig on the Temple Mount.
Not on the Temple Mount, underneath the Temple Mount.
We're not allowed to dig there either. We're not allowed to.
I thought you are. And I've seen many evidence that you have discovered Jewish relics under the Temple Mount.
No, they dig in the old
Wait,
city. They dig in the old city. They don't dig under the
under
temple.
or under geographically under? Lower sea level or under specifically?
Under the mount. I mean, I've seen.
We topographically lower,
On
not under.
on the platform, on the Temple Mount, they're digging for antiques. You can see that when you go up with the walk.
But I think that it's a Jewish army that has.
I think
I don't know.
I don't think
Anyway.
that takes.
So let's go to another question aside from that.
Yeah, I have a.
You said in the lecture that in the Quran it says specifically that this land were
was granted by God to the Jewish, to the Qawm Musa, to the followers of Moshe. Yes.
So what claiming do the Palestinian has on the land?
Okay. The claim the Palestinians have on the land is that in the context of the Quran, it says that your ancestors told Moshe, no, we're not going there until the people who are there leave the land. So if the people who are there did not leave the land voluntarily, we're not going there. In other words, Judaism has never been historically about taking somebody else's land by force. It hasn't been about that.
We conquered Israel.
But if it is about that, and you conquered, yes, in the book of Joshua, I take my statement back. Historically, there was incidents where you send the spies here, and then when they came back, and then you conquered.
40 years later.
40 years later. But the thing is, the difference between the people you conquered 3,000 years ago and the people you're facing today is a lot different. Let me tell you what the difference is. The people that you conquered 3,000 years ago did not have a Torah and did not revere your Torah. The people you're attempting to conquer today are people who revere your Torah, think respectfully of your Torah, and they have a holy book.
Are we trying to conquer them today?
What do you mean? I'm saying you're trying to conquer.
Are we trying to conquer?
Yeah, you are already conquered. You've already conquered.
You said trying to.
No. Trying to conquer I'm talking about the Temple Mount. When I say trying to conquer, I mean trying to build the Temple
Because he asked about the Palestinians.
Yeah. So the Palestinians are relying on the Muslims. You know, if the Palestinians were Jews, we would not have a discussion here. Right? Let's say, if the Palestinians were Jews, would be no problem, right? Mm-hmm. But the Palestinians happen to be Muslims. They just happen to be Muslims. And what they're... Huh?
I disagree. If they were being Jews, they still made a terrorist attacks and bombs.
How would you make? Well, I have not seen a Jew making a terrorist attack against another Jew.
It's nothing of religion.
Abu Khalil wants to know. I think he's already there, and it's a little bit farther than
Oh yeah, let's go. Where's my phone? Oh yeah, it's here.
Okay.